Hello my Pharaoh friends, my name is Panthera and I'm the Pharaohwood Witch. Welcome to my channel where we learn to reconnect to our inner wilds through witchcraft and natural living. Today we're going to discuss how you can start reading tarot by using your intuition and card imagery. Let's get to it. I first got into tarot when one of my friends gave me a card reading. The cards were just so accurate, it kind of blew me away. I needed to know if it was real or not. So being the certified skeptic that I am, I decided to start reading for myself. Like I said in my last video, the best way to determine if things are real or not to you is to do it. So I got my first deck and I started reading for myself. And I was not disappointed. But first, what is tarot? Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines tarot as any set of usually 78 playing cards, 22 of which contain pictorial imagery that help you foretell the future. Those 22 cards are referred to as the major arcana, while the remaining 56 are referred to as the lesser or minor arcana. The minor arcana are also split into 4 suits: the wands or fire element, the swords or air element, the pentacles or earth element, and the cups or water element. Each of these suits contains 14 cards. There are the ace through 10, and then the 4 court cards: the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. Many people view the art of tarot in different ways. Like, for example, where are these messages coming from? Some people channel readings directly from spirits, ancestors, or the divine. Others, like myself, prefer to look at tarot as almost a self-meditation. You're essentially having a communication with your unconscious or subconscious. And this self-meditation just happens to come with guidance for the future. So you've decided you want to start reading tarot. So what deck are you going to choose? You might have heard a little rumor that you can't purchase your own tarot deck for yourself, but that's a lie. Forget that gatekeepy stuff right now. Many people will recommend starting off with the standard Waite Smith tarot deck. This iconic deck is probably the one you've seen most others using. The images are detailed and well known. Most of these decks will come with a small guidebook to help you get started. But even without all that, the specific meanings are just a Google search away. Personally, I don't connect well with the imagery of the Waite Smith deck. I tend to prefer images that are more nature animal related. I'm much more drawn to that kind of symbolism. It just resonates with me more. So my first tarot deck was actually the Wild Unknown Tarot, which is another popular deck. This deck features detailed line work and pops of watercolor that add some vibrancy to the darker nature imagery. This deck also comes with a large in-depth guidebook. I personally really enjoyed working with this deck and learning from this deck. However, just because it worked for me doesn't mean that you need to choose the same deck. There are so many options out there. And I think as long as you're choosing a deck that you resonate with and the images aren't too simplified, it'll be a good starter deck for you. Once your deck arrives, after doing a quick cleanse using your choice of material, mine is smoke cleansing with incense, do a quick flip through of the cards. Take a look at all the images and think to yourself or write down what you think the card means. Don't look at the book just yet. Try to get a feel of what the images are trying to tell you. Where are your eyes drawn in this card? Is the flow of the art headed upward, downward, or is it still and stagnant? What colors are shown in this card, and what do those colors represent to you? What animals or people are shown in this card, and what do they remind you of? These are all questions that will help you use your intuition to tap into what it is the artist is trying to tell you about the meaning of the card. I would recommend going through your deck at least twice like this before even looking at the book. On your third flip through, start with the intuitive meaning just like the previous 2 times you flipped through the deck. However, after you've determined what you think the card means, then double check with the book and see how accurate you were. Do you notice a trend to specific images, colors, patterns? Keep in mind that your personal intuitive answer is never incorrect. It's just another way to interpret the card. For example, how I interpret the Devil card is very different than how most books interpret it. In most decks, the Devil card is associated with addiction, negativity, and being trapped. To me, however, it means breaking out into your own power and getting away from those things that were holding you back. During your own tarot journey, you'll start to have these intuitive meanings as well. It's okay if these vary from the book or from what people's standard interpretations of these cards are. You might even have different interpretations of the same card depending on which deck you're using. Also, at the beginning of your tarot practice, I would recommend reading the cards in an upright position. As you begin to familiarize yourself with the tarot deck, then you can start including reversals or upside down card pools. These reversals usually mean the opposite or something similar to the opposite of the upright version of a card. So having the base knowledge of the card initially is great help with learning those. As you start to become familiar with your cards, try doing tarot reads for yourself or for others. Do an interview tarot spread. This is a spread where you get to know the deck, so to speak. You ask for its strengths, weaknesses, if it likes to do certain readings more than others, if it wants to be used to do readings for other people, even where it wants to be kept. Many of these spreads can be found online, however, I will be doing a video on my specific tarot interview spread in the future. Make sure to write down any spreads that you used and what answers you received. This is something very fun to look back on in the future, even weeks, months, years forward into your practice. When it comes to tarot, practice is everything. No amount of study can really replace the skills that you'll gain reading for yourself or for others. So here are some fun ways that you can start incorporating tarot into your daily life or magical practice. Pull a card of the day in the morning when you wake up. See what energies you need to embrace for today. Pull a card at the end of the day to reflect on how the day went. Do a week ahead or month ahead reading for yourself. Try doing tarot readings before making big decisions to get some further clarity on the situation. Do a reading before starting a spell or ritual. Ask, what do you need to do to ensure this working is successful? Pull cards for spiritual check-ins. Ask questions such as, what should you be focusing on in your spiritual path? What do you need to let go of to further your spiritual path? And ask your friends if they'd like to get some casual tarot reading. Reading for others will help you grow your confidence in reading tarot. Ask your friends how the cards resonated for them. I hope you enjoyed this quick lesson in tarot. I love this practice, and I hope that you'll come to love it as well. Let me know in the comments which deck you're going to be choosing as your first tarot deck. And if you're already a seasoned reader, let me know how long you've been reading for. If you're curious about tarot and want to just see a little more about it, I do tarot readings on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 3 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Panthera, the Feralwood Witch. Yes, I know that's a mouthful. Don't worry, it'll be down in the links below. And be sure to subscribe for future tarot lessons, spreads such as the interview spread that we mentioned earlier, and deck reviews. I'll see you next time. I wish you the best, and until then, stay wild. How you can start using tarot readings before big... Hey, there's a deer outside. That's cool. Skills that you'll gain reading from your... The images. Bleh. Images. You ask for strengths. Bleh. Try doing pulls for your... And ask your friends if they'd like to get some tarot. And I hope that you'll grow to learn it as you begin to recommend just reading the cards in an upright position. I'm not sure why this means upright. Down, up, I guess. You might even have different